was this previous year. Of course, the plants appealed that, and their numbers coming in significantly lower. So we met with the attorney Monday to determine what value we should put on the plant for purposes of budgeting. And we've agreed that we'll use the same value as we did last year for the plant. Now that'll mean that the same value at the same tax rate, we get a little bit of an increase in revenue because there's been an increase in the other real estate other than the plant. The plant's the big number. Now with that, I guess there's two things that could happen, is that the value could come in above what it was last year if that had the final number that we settle on with them, or that the CAD settles, if that's the case, we get additional revenue. The other is if it comes in lower than that, if it comes in lower, there'll in all likelihood be it'll go to court. Then the plant is required to pay us the value that they submitted to the CAD. Yeah, and they're required to pay us that by January 31st or pay a penalty. So that's yet to be determined, and we're not sure when we'll know the absolute value on that. But for budgeting purposes, we're going to go forward with the value that we had last year. It'll generate approximately the same amount of the same tax rate would generate approximately the same amount of revenue.
Meaningful use, we're done with that.
Yeah. And
also our UPL program.
That's the two big numbers in terms of I guess looking at last year's budget compared to this year's budget, and next year's budget is meaningful use is the big one. That's gone away for the hospital. 501A still gets the meaningful use revenue, but the hospital doesn't. The other big hit, which we've talked about several times, is the UPL program, the program we have with Baylor, and that's gone away. And you add those two together, I mean that's $1 million. So that's $1 million that's going out of our other revenue.
And so far we haven't collected as much on the 1115.
Yeah, 1115. We don't know what that is, because we keep getting the haircuts on that. We budgeted $750,000 last year, and we wound up with $600,000. We've got another payment that's coming in. We've left that about $350,000, and we think that's net because you have to send money up to get money back. Mm-hmm. I think that's a conservative number, the 348. But I think the last 2 years has kind of caused us to take a little more conservative approach of what we think we're going to get paid by the government programs. So that's where we.
Would it maybe be a better idea to put those in a different category other than income, and if we get it, we get it, and we don't? Because I think we've had this conversation a dozen times that, we're waiting on the government, we're waiting on the government.
Yeah.
Well,
and they're represented below the bottom line on the income statement.
Right.
The problem is, if you take that $350,000 out, then you got a $350,000 shortfall that's got to come from somewhere.
Right.
We know we're going to get some money, and we're being much more conservative this year than we've been last year and certainly the year before.
Ray fills out every year.
After losing $1 million, I think that's a good idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've run it the last couple of years.
So on the internet, if you scroll up a little bit, there was an internet thing there. Internet, cable TV.
Internet cable.
We went from a negative budget to
Oh.
a huge budget.
We got some credits on for some reason. I don't know if it's. You know what? I think it was because we discontinued some of our cable or something service. Oh, and our internet also. We got rid of the what was that thing called? An internet thingy. There's a word for it. I can't remember what Kerry said. He said an Ethernet or something. Oh, do you know what I'm talking about? Was it the Wi-Fi?
No, he moved one from one
Switched
company.
from one
We have
company
two
to another.
systems in place. We have a redundant backup in case there's outages.
Okay.
But he moved, I'm trying to think, it's been a while back, but he moved from one company to another, and we had a savings with that. And then he moved our redundant company to a different one as well, or slid it over to the primary company that we were using. And a lot of that could have been with us.
Okay, so that's it for it. I didn't know if we need to go back in summary or whatever.
I saw our tobacco money on there. Did we ever figure out where our 2000 13, 14 tobacco money?
It was apparently too late to go back and worry about that. Once it's done, it's done. They had already allocated out the funds and it's over,
Right.
so.
Okay.
Yeah. We did receive notification that we passed the audit on the tobacco funding for this year. We can expect to have it funded next year.
Yes. All right.